You may be wondering, Bridget, why are you sitting on the floor? In which case, answer, best lighting closest to a phone charger in order to record. You may also be wondering, Bridget, why do you sound like a dying crow? That would be because Georgia has bipolar weather and it likes to
It's gonna be summer. Give a bunch of pollen and like spring and all that for the birds. But then, before the bees get to get the pollen, it likes to rain. Like it's back in fucking feral fall or some shit. I don't know when the seasons rain. But it rains really hard and makes the pollen really small and it gets stuck in my brain. So that I can't speak or breathe or think very well.
So yeah, that's that. But alas, I miss you guys a lot. And I haven't made a video in a while, like longer than I like. I think it's been like a week or two. Basically, I'm gonna be honest, some stuff happened that I can't really talk about, but it was kind of traumatizing and it took me a minute to get over it. And then I think that like when traumatizing stuff like that happens, like it kind of throws you off course of like your creative stuff, and it makes you like kind of forget what direction you're going. I'm getting ahead of myself. Basically, I really missed you guys really bad, and I like couldn't think of anything to film for a long time other than of course book club videos. But honestly, like my heart wasn't there to put out chapter 4 yet, and I just couldn't sit down and do that yet, and I think I'll be ready to do that soon. But basically, I really wanted to like sit down and just film and just talk to you guys. So I was thinking the best way to do that is, because I also just got some new makeup and I like makeup, I was like, maybe I could doll myself up, which I haven't done in like a couple weeks. So make myself look good and also talk to you guys. 2 things that are very, very enjoyable to me. So without further ado, if you like my videos, if you enjoy the idea of just like, you know, hanging out and talking, because that's basically all I do on my channel, subscribe, you know, hit the bell so you'll be notified when I come out with videos, because I try to come out with them like as often as possible. I like to be filming like a good 3 times a week. And yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and get into the video. So first off, I need some tea because your girl sounds like a man. Ugh, I did not put enough sugar in that. English breakfast tea, awake English breakfast tea. And this is bitter. I got it because it said it was gonna wake you up, but dang, I wasn't expecting this. Ugh. Okay, so first things first, I want to get started with my makeup so that I don't end up just talking through this whole video and not actually doing my makeup. I guess I'll like tell you guys what I do as I do it. Hopefully I remember each step to tell you guys, because I hate when beauty gurus do that. They like, or like just regular people who like post like get ready with me's. I'm like, even if you're not a professional, like I would like to know what you're using. And then half the time they're like, oh, I'm gonna tell you through the whole thing, and then they tell you like the first product and they forget the rest of the video. So right now I'm patting on my face the Nivea shave cream for men. Remember when this was like a trend all over the internet a while back? Yeah, that shit actually works for me, so I use this. And the bottle lasts me freaking forever, because this trend came out so long ago and I'm still using the same ass bottle that I went to pick up, so that's a good one. Ooh, my beauty blender is a little bit dry. I'm gonna go wet my beauty blender. I'll be right back. Okay, back from a journey. So first thing I'm gonna use on my face is this Clearly Brighter Anti-Dark Circle Eye Roller. It's from Garnier. I dig it because I think it gets rid of dark circles. My dark circles aren't so bad because I was just sick, and so I literally slept like for a whole day. So they're not like that bad right now, but we gonna use this anyway. Okay, I'm trying to think like what I want to talk about, just to like delve into it, and I'm trying to like figure out how I can kind of talk to you guys about what I learned from my little traumatic situation that happened without actually telling you guys what happened, because I'm not allowed to do that shit. Basically, you know how like I put out those book club videos, and a lot of the like topic of those videos is really talking about like learning to trust your own intuition and like follow your own path and believe in yourself and like learn how to do those things, which it's so easier said than done. And I feel like it's so easy for us to, like I said, it's so easy for us to say, but it's so much harder to actually do, like actually believing in yourself and sticking to what you do and following your path. This next thing I'm going to use, the Age Rewind by Maybelline. My color is golden. I think this is like a new color because when I got it, I had never seen this color before, but it fits me better, I think, than most of the other colors they have. I'm not really sure. I like don't know. Basically, like, I just feel like we all have lanes in life, and we need to stick to our lane. So, for instance, my lane is like doing this like creative stuff online, working on the internet, stuff like that. And I think that whenever I, like in any time in my life that I've like strayed from that, I'm my kind of like who I am as a person, which is like I'm just like a very like creative, like stay at home, need to be like kind of grandma kind of person. Like I need to be, I feel like I'm not explaining myself well because I'm doing my makeup. This is harder than it looks, wow. But basically, like I'm trying to say that like I feel like my lane has always been more like into, I don't even know how to describe this. Like I'm 21 and I don't ever go to clubs. Like I've never been to a club the entire time that I've been 21. Like I don't really think that it would be the best idea for me to work like your typical, like, I don't know, 9-to-5 job, like be a bank. Like I thought about becoming like a bank teller before, or like going into the army or like something like that. And like those things are just like not, like there's nothing wrong with them, but there's just not my lane. And I think that like in life, it's like there's degrees to everything, and nothing is like necessarily good or necessarily bad. It just depends on who you are and how it affects you. So like some people are born to like work for Google or like work at a gas station or like whatever. I think everybody's born to do different things, and I think that like the real deal reason why like most people don't, like maybe don't want to do the thing that they are born to do, or that they are afraid, like the reason why most people like romanticize other positions, or the reason why they don't like feel comfortable saying that like most people don't feel comfortable saying like I was born to be a bus driver or a gas station clerk, or you know, the reason why is not honestly because of like what the job is. It's because of how much it pays. And I think that like everyone is afraid of, you know, like not chasing the dream that everyone seems to have of making a bunch of money. And it's like money is like today's age is like God, because like if there was no money, if everyone just like say everyone just received the same amount of money, nobody like was paid more, nobody was paid less. By the way, I'm about to use this is called L'Oreal True Match powder. I try not to use L'Oreal products because I know they test on animals. I don't like that shit. But I've literally owned this same powder from freaking forever. I think there's a video on my YouTube channel of me using this from like 2 years ago. You guys might be able to find. So yeah, I just haven't ever gotten rid of this, and I just want to use up every single last bit of it, and then I'll go get another powder. What I was saying is like I feel like the reason why people don't like certain positions is because of the lack of money. But really, if everyone made the same amount of money, like we would do what we were meant to do, if that makes sense. So like if being a football player didn't make a ton of money, not everybody would want to become a professional sportsman. You know what I mean? If becoming social media famous didn't make you a lot of money, then not everybody would want to be sharing their whole lives on social media. And I think that like a lot of times in our lives, like individually, we get distracted by the dollar sign that we see attached to things and like we try to do things that really deep down aren't like our lane, you know? And like it seems like it would be all fine and dandy in the moment. Maybe it won't cause you a bunch of like consequences that seem so dire to you. Like maybe it won't cause you to go to jail, maybe it won't cause you to get in trouble or anything like that. But like if it causes you any type of just negative feeling, then like that's how you know it's not for you. And that's when you know you should stop doing it. So like when I used to work at a gym, well, I guess that's not really a good example because I didn't really go into that job thinking I was gonna like it. But I don't know. I'm trying to think of like a good example. But basically, like I think like a lot of people go through this. It's like you're doing certain things just to make money, and they're not in your lane. And you'd be happier and like potentially more successful if you found a way to make money in your lane, especially in 2018, because literally anything you do can make you money. Like anything you as a person are into can make you money. Back in like the 80s and stuff, you couldn't make money just because you were obsessed with cats or something like that. Like there was nobody out there making 6 figures being obsessed with cats. But today there are. And so it's like there's no reason to compromise anything just for money. But like still the world like makes you oh, I forgot. That was this bronzer. It's by Ruby Kisses. It's like a really cheap brand. I don't even think I got this at like a drugstore. I think I got this at like Ross or something. Oh, but you could probably get this at the beauty supply store. I think I've seen this at the beauty supply store if you live in like LA or something. Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to like talk about that because I just feel like it's so important to like figure out what your lane is and then stick to it. Like I know that like my lane is about like building my heart up and like talking about like loving yourself and talking about learning how to like understand yourself better and anything to do with loving yourself. So taking care of yourself, like right now, like putting on makeup just to feel better just because. Or ooh, look at that girl, do you see that? This is a Lorac Pro highlighter in daylight. Girl, But yeah, like I was saying, I know that my lane revolves around those things. So like, you're never gonna see me out here promoting what's that, appetite candy. I don't know what that is, but I know that I'm not trying to suppress any type of appetite or anything within myself, and I don't think that we should be teaching girls to suppress anything within ourselves. You know what, girl, I'm not even gonna go all deep into that, but basically you guys get what I'm trying to say, that I'm in my lane, that I know what I believe in, know what I do and want to support, and I'm gonna stick with that. That's interesting. So this also, like, while I was thinking, as I was just like, you know, highlighting myself a little bit, I stick in my lane, and I'm saying that right now so like strongly and like believe in myself, but at the same time, like, I'm only human, and like everyone kind of can like make mistakes. I was thinking about like Kanye and like Kim and all of them, and I'm like, I don't necessarily think that like when people do things that come out of their lane, because I know that, like, so I had like a little like scaring where I came out of my lane a little bit and I scared myself a little bit, but I didn't realize it until like deeper into the situation. And I don't think that most of these people out here who do that realize it until they're deeper into the situation. You know, I don't think that Kim Kardashian gets those ad campaign offers saying to promote an appetite suppressant, and she just thinks, oh, like, you know, I'm gonna support this because I want to hurt young girls. Like, you know, I think that she probably thinks like, oh, like, this could help people who want to do that. Like, I definitely like want to help that. You know, I don't necessarily know exactly what she thinks, honestly, and there's a lot of situations like with the Kanye thing, like I was like, oh, like, that's a good one. Okay, so you know how like Kanye was talking about he feels like slavery was a choice. At first, like okay, it's like I understand where he's coming from about that, but I feel like so many people, we in our rush to like figure out life, we just go from one extreme to the next. And it's like, Kanye was the one talking about George Bush hates black people. Like, that's an extreme. I don't necessarily think George Bush hates black people. I think George Bush is kind of like stupid, but I don't necessarily think he hates black people. You know what I mean? So that's like going from this extreme to now you're saying slavery is a choice, which is like a completely other extreme. There's a middle ground there, you know, where you recognize like people's humanity, you recognize where people make mistakes, and you recognize where people are both weak and strong. Slaves were not necessarily weak or necessarily strong for going through slavery. They were human beings put in a situation where they were owned by other human beings, and they had to just deal and survive with that knowledge and with that situation. George Bush I don't necessarily think I can't say all people don't hate black people, but I don't necessarily think most people do. And like a lot of the time when they say like that type of stuff about people, I don't necessarily think that. I don't necessarily know the situation because I'm not like deeply into the conspiracies, but you know, like there's probably a lot of decisions and shit that goes into how like questions and whatever decision that he had to make. Like I don't necessarily think it was all because he hates black people. Like maybe he doesn't necessarily value black people to the extent that he should, but I definitely don't think it's that he just hates black people. So it's like that's an extreme, and it's like we already realized that like saying slavery was a choice is like definitely an extreme. So what I'm trying to say is like there's a balance that I feel like society misses, because we're so entitled to believe that we either know nothing or that we know everything. Like even with like conspiracies and stuff, like we're so entitled to believe that we either know absolutely nothing and everything is a lie, or that everything is true and conspiracy theorists are crazy and wrong. Like there's no middle ground. There's gotta be a middle ground. Okay, I need to move on in my makeup because I've been talking for 20 minutes and I don't even have eyebrows on. Ooh, y'all see that highlight? Damn, I didn't mean to make it that bright. I legit didn't even mean to. This side's not even that bright, damn it. I kind of can't talk while I do my eyebrows, so I'm gonna do those, my eyebrow and my eyeliner off camera, and I'm gonna just come right back. Okay, so did the mascara, eyeliner, and eyebrows. Two things I noticed. First of all, interesting how American makeup today is like a bunch of check marks on your face. Like Nike, check, 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 check. Isn't that weird? Have you ever thought about that? Other thing that I noticed is, anybody want to give me, you know, some like tips, clues, tips, tricks about doing better eyebrows? Because I feel like I've been doing the same tired I feel like I've been doing the same tired eyebrow routine for like 15 million years, and I want my eyebrows to be more interesting. I just feel like they're like just kind of blocks on my face, and maybe they're just like ugly. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. As far as products that I used this. This is my holy grail. Love this shit because it never comes off. And yeah, when I was younger, I like really was insecure about my eyebrows, so I used to wear this like 24/7. Like literally would wake up in the morning, put it on, go to bed. Like at nighttime I would like take it off, like when I took off all my makeup, but like before I left the bathroom I would put my eyebrows back on and then go back to sleep. And then in the morning time I would like take off my makeup again, like the eyebrows that I slept in, and then put it back on. Like I would literally have on eyebrows all the time. So this was like amazing once I received this, because it literally never came off. I think I bought this after college and changed my life. I was like, holy shit. So yeah, it's the Anastasia brow pomade, in case you didn't know, and the color is granite. I use the NYX mascara over top of it to like keep the little hairs in place and to make them look thicker, and like in person it makes them look kind of like more like there's hair there instead of just like colored block. Although obviously on camera like that doesn't look the same at all, so give me your brow tips, like for sure. And then I use this eyeliner. It's the Master Precise by Maybelline. I don't really like this eyeliner, honestly, but it was cheap, and I want to try the Kat Von D one. I think I'm gonna get that next time I go to Sephora. And then I used this Perversion Urban Decay mascara, which is literally hunty. This shit is life. Like, I've never had a better mascara in my life. I got my mom to buy this stuff. I got everybody to. It's literally the best mascara I've ever tried ever, and I will probably never buy another one unless it's somehow claims to be I don't know how it could claim to be better. Yeah, that's my shit. And I'm just putting on some more chapstick. This is actually a CBD chapstick. It's CBD lip balm spearmint, and it's all natural. It's by this company called Therasolve in Atlanta. Really interesting company, but they're like a very small company. Oh, and then I also threw some eyeshadow on, just like to make my eyes look more put together, I guess. I like to put like some in my crease to kind of just, I don't know really what it does. It just kind of like makes my eyes look nicer. It's my own opinion. But basically I use this palette, which is like my favorite palette ever. I got this a couple years ago, and I used this color, which is my favorite color, as you can tell, because it's the only one that, aside from my highlighter that I hit pan on, I use this as highlighter too. But this is the color Smarty Pants, and then the highlighter I use is Funny Girl. So I guess that's the end of this video, because I'm already dressed and makeup's on. So yeah, I might film some more videos. Let me know what you guys want to see. I was thinking, so my hair's gotten like way healthier recently, my skin's gotten like way healthier recently. I was like, I should probably share with you guys some of that kind of stuff, like how that happened to me. So yeah, like if you're interested in like hearing what I did to get those things, leave me a comment, because I would not mind, you know, sharing at all, tips and tricks. All of that. Will be coming out with chapter 4 of the Women Who Run with Wolves book soon. The chapter 4 is actually my favorite chapter, y'all. Like, it's about how like how you can find your wild man to go with your wild woman, like the type of man that is that. And so, you know, I'm a sucker for love, so it's kind of my favorite chapter. I'm excited to go into that one. Stay tuned for that. If you guys are interested in that, definitely make sure you've subscribed for that. Yeah, and that's it. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell. Also, all of my social media are always linked in the description. You can go ahead and check out those if you wanted to, you know, hang out with me elsewhere, because I love doing that with y'all. It's getting to be summertime, so hopefully we'll be putting out so much more content, and I'm so excited for that. And yeah, it looks so beautiful outside. I think I'm gonna go take some selfies. I love you guys so much. Mwah!